First of all, thank you for everyone for coming tonight. It's probably one of the most important days in Rosewater's history. That's an announcement to be made by Jay Weatherill in a couple of minutes. But before I hand over to Jay, what I would like to do is firstly the plans for the new club rooms have been on the board since 2003. We've been with the council and toing and froing, and the original plans got scrapped while the Port Adelaide-Enfield Council did a report on all the buildings, and they've got 218 buildings in their area, so it's a fair report they had to go through to see which ones were worth saving and fixing and demolishing and so forth. At the end of the Rana report, they called it, which was a recreational needs analysis, it was deemed that the Rosewater Football Club rooms had passed their useful life and that they should be demolished and replaced. So that was probably good for us that came up. And what also happened after that is in September this year, myself, and I'd like to thank these people, Charlie Rumbelow, who was in charge of the grant, Keith Medhurst, Tyson Jackware, who's our resident architect. And by the way, if you don't like the layout of the club rooms, tell Tyson, not me, all right? The Port Adelaide-Enfield Council, the Department of Recreation and Sport, all helped to produce the result that we've got today. And there's a few other people I'd like to thank. Everyone on Club 50, those people put their hand in their pocket and just gave $500 to the club, and we came up with over $30,000. I'd also like to welcome Dennis Bryan. Dennis was here. These are Dennis's club rooms we're about to put the old demolition ball through. In 1962, he was part of the committee that forged ahead and built these club rooms, and we've all enjoyed them. I've certainly been here for 38 years or whatever and enjoyed them. And so it's good to see Dennis here and being part of the new structure as well. So thanks, Dennis, for coming down. I'd like to ask, over the last 3 years, I suppose, that I've been involved in the building fund, and it may surprise a few to think that I've been wandering through the Houses of Parliament, just wandering around with Jay here and there, go and see a few ministers, but anyway, it happened. So I'd like to call upon someone who has given the Rosewater Football Club a great hand and is our #1 member, the Honourable Jay Weatherill, the member for Cheltenham and the Rosewater Football Club.
Thank you, John. And can I just, before I tell you the news, which obviously you're all waiting to hear, before I do that, I just wanted to talk about part of the process that's led to where we got to today. There are lots of clubs around the state that have all got made some pretty good arguments for getting grants from governments for their facilities. So you actually have to do the work to actually get to the top of the queue. And I just want to acknowledge John Reardon's efforts for the way in which he has over, I can't remember how many years it's been now, but he's been working away at the council to make sure that he got to the top of the queue of their set of priorities for their city, but also to put in a grant application to approach the state government to make sure that he got to the top of the queue. And can I tell you that requires a lot of hard work, and John's put that work in. He's met with the ministers, he's got the feedback about what it is they need to see before they can give the tick. And I just want to acknowledge him for all of the effort that he's put in. Just just before I make the announcement, I also want to, on a personal note, acknowledge this club. This club and the Alberton Hotel, Peter Bryan there, were two of the main sort of institutions that really backed me when I first ran for Parliament back in 2002. And I never forgot that. I used to have my meetings down here, and we used to hold events down here, and a lot of the guys used to come out and support me at events. They'd come out and be on polling booths. And the important thing for me at that time, because I was running as a candidate and I had an independent Labor candidate running against me, was to be the genuine Labor candidate. So it was important that I had genuine working class clubs behind me, and this club gave me the credibility to actually win, and I've never forgotten that. Well, the news is that the state government has given this club a grant of $320,000. The better news is that leverages up the local government, the council's grant, in the order of about $1.7 million. And of course, there was your own contribution of $30,000. There's not enough public investment that's occurred in these working class suburbs in recent times. This is a great investment in a great local club. And whenever I come down here, all the locals come out and watch this game. They love supporting their local club, and you guys love playing it hard, and they love watching really authentic, decent football. So I hope you have a really successful season. Play knowing that you've got a fantastic investment made in your area, and I look forward to continuing to be involved in this fantastic club. Thank you.
I met with Matt Coleman, Minister for Transport, and Michael Wright, the Sports Minister, and probably without Jay's involvement I wouldn't have been able to meet those people to reinforce our grant. So thank you very much for that. To everyone that's rocked up here today, if you want to be if you want to give a hand, one you can tip in $500. Most of us have, Tim Jimmy just put up his hand. You can also become a member and grant us down there. We'll take $50, there's about $100 worth of benefits for you. So Grant will take the membership application, and if you could get a few members tonight. Oh, sorry, Aaron. Aaron's down here. Thank you very much for coming on tonight, and I hope to see you during the year. Lucy's got a question, anything?
When the building will start today?
Yes, I can do that. I can do that. I was speaking to the Port Adelaide Council this week, and it's on the drawing board at the minute that the last game, the building will come down on the last game, and hopefully it'll be erected by the start of the first game. So that's how quickly it's going to happen.
Jim.